Hello everyone, we're here back at the boat with another little project, and the project for today is how I installed a inverter portable generator to my boat, so that way I could have AC and power when we do overnighters out in the water. So stay tuned and I hope you like. Peace. After looking for the best option to install the portable generator, I figured out that this section right here would have been perfect. I have my barbecue right above there so it doesn't interfere with anything, and we can still use the rest of the platform here for swimming and sitting down here when we need to use it. The first thing I did is I added this retractable cleat here, so I can use it only when I use the generator. When I'm not using it, all I have to do is pop it down and it won't be in the way, hitting your toes. So what we normally do is we bring it up, and next I'm going to show you what I did to be able to put a platform here for the portable generator. Stay tuned. Okay, so the next thing that I prepared was this little, you could call it a little board, the installation board for the generator, and what I used is starboard. And I had a board in the house, and what I did is I cut up several pieces and little pieces here because I needed to get it at least that thick right there, so that when we bring up the cleat doesn't come over the top here. It'll be a little bit lower, and that way when we put the strap around the cleat and over the generator, it's going to hold it in place and not fall off and fall into the water. You'll see when I install it next. And all it is just starboard with pieces put together. There's many ways to do it. You can do it any way you like, the best way for your boat, but for mine this is what I needed, and this is how we use this base. This is our generator tie down base. So the next item is I went to the hardware store. You can go to Home Depot or any local hardware store and buy yourself a small 15-20 foot extension cord. The important thing is that the extension cord has to be the number 12 wire. It has to have 3 wires, a white one, a black one, and a green one for the ground. And so what I did is I left the plug on this side here, I didn't touch that, and measured the amount of cord that I needed exactly from the position where the generator is all the way to my shore power plug. And so what I did is once I got that measurement, I came on this side here and cut off the excess, and then I used this plug here, one of the shore power, normal shore power plugs for my shore power. And you can buy these on Amazon, and all it is you can unscrew these 3 screws here, bring in your cord, strip the wires at the end, and just connect them to the terminals inside. Once you put it back together, you end up with this plug here, and there's no water coming in through here. Everything is secured. This side is original from factory, so that one's perfect. And then I have the right amount of cord that I need to make it from the generator to the shore power plug. Alright, so next we're going to put it all together and show you how we do it. Alright, so we're going to get ready to go ahead and put the platform. And the first thing we do is pop this up. We'll get the platform, put it right in the center. And if you see the cleat is below the top of the board there, so that way you have leverage to be able to tie it down. Okay, the next thing is we use one of these retractable ratchet type straps. You get these on the hardware store. The end of it, what we did is we trimmed off the excess and then burned with a lighter at the end, so you won't have the threads coming apart here at the end. and this one's already ready and set for the size that we need. And I'll show you how we put that together next. Over here, what we do, we're gonna run the strap under the cleat and just let it sit there, and then we'll be ready to put the generator right above it and then strap it down. All right, so here we have the generator that I'm using. It's a Westinghouse iGen 2500, and it has 2200 running watts and 2500 peak watts, and it's been working pretty nice for me. With a gas full in the tank, we could get probably about 8 hours, maybe a little bit more sometimes. So once you put the generator in place on the base, strapped, it's nice and firm there, it won't fall off. Now we're ready to connect the wire to the outlet here, which is going to be the regular outlet. We're just going to go ahead and connect that in there, and then the other end we're going to put onto the shore power plug inside the boat, and we'll do that next. And the next thing we do here, I do this just to secure the line to this cleat right here. So what we do is we'll give it a little wrap around there, and see, we wrapped it around here, not too much on this side hanging, and then the rest of it will go directly to the shore power plug right there. All right, so here we have the shore power side connected. We have it coming back to that cleat there, wrapped around, and then you can just tuck this here, or you could bring back a little bit more to the other end, so that way you don't have a lot of wire hanging all over the place and you could trip on. So now we're just ready to start the generator and get power. So we now have the generator running, wire hooked up, and let's go inside and check if we have power. Okay. All right, we have 120 volts right here. That gives us power for our air conditioning, microwave, TV, and our ice maker and Expresso machine. So now we have power for everything. Plus, we can still charge the batteries from the charger as we have the generator running, but we have solar power, so that shouldn't be a problem. And that's it. Everything's working perfect. here we just turned on our stove here, and everything's working fine. I can feel it getting hot. That works perfect. Okay, we are outside here, and the sound isn't too bad. It's not really bothering. When you come this direction here, you hear way less. And of course, inside the cabin, you hardly hear it at all. And the position where I installed the generator, carbon monoxide does not go upward. It usually goes downward. So since we have a step there, and that's lower back there, and there's no openings all the way around here except for this little piece here, but since we have that step there, carbon monoxide does not creep upward, it only goes downward. So then I also have another step here, so it can't come up here, and then if it gets over here by any chance, another step here, it would have to go up, and it doesn't go up, it usually goes downward. So we shouldn't have any problems with the carbon monoxide. And if that were to be a problem, we also have the carbon monoxide sensor right there, and we also have one inside the cabin over there, so that should be safe. If your boat doesn't have shore power connection, well, it's really simple. All you have to do is get an extension cord, the ones that have one end maybe 4 connections, and on the other end just one male connection. And the male connection you connect to the generator, and then you just run the wire inside to your cabin so you can hook up various appliances or whatever you need to hook up in there. You could also do a inverter. You could have the battery charging from the generator and use your inverter to power up your refrigerator, so on and so forth. Or if your refrigerator may have dual power, like 12 volt, 110 volt, then you're fine. But that's the only thing you have to do. But on mine, I had the shore power convenience. All I have to do is hook it up to the shore power, and everything inside the boat is going to have the 110 volts that is needed. So I hope this video helps, and if you like it, don't forget to put like and subscribe. So one of the important things about having your generator is finding the proper location for it, and the second item is you have to maintain them. You have to turn them on at least once every 3 to 4 weeks, let it run for a little while, turn it back down, put it away. So every month, turn it on for a little while, even though sometimes I went over 2 months without turning it on. And today it turned on the 3rd or 4th crank. So that wasn't too bad. But if you keep it up and do it once a month, every time you need it, you'll crank it once or twice and it'll turn on really fast. That's the other thing. Then the third item is you have to take off the covers on the sides and clean it down. And what I do is I spray it with corrosion block, so nothing will rust in there from the salt water. Other than that, that's it. It's real simple. I would also keep ethanol-free gas in it, and once in a while I'll put a little bit of seafoam that will maintain all the internal parts clean and not get gummed up. So basically that's it, and I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. We love you guys. Peace. Don't forget to visit our merch store and get your favorite t-shirt, and you'll be part of Key's Boating Channel family. Thank you so much for your support. Now is a good time to click on that red subscribe button below so you won't miss our next video.